This is your city.
Hold yourself up. Let's go. Bring him up there. Let's go. Mind your coach. Finish your set.
Your home. Your opportunity.
It's all about energy. It's all about effort. It's all about getting better.
To make a name for yourself,
going all the way down
your community,
the field. Touchdown USF.
your family. To reach higher and fight harder.
Leveled the return man.
And show the world
Right, he busted up the middle and he's gone again.
why South Florida football is called Bull Strong. When the Bulls win, you win at Wendy's. Wendy's is a proud partner of USF Athletics. And when the Bulls play, you win. Get a free small fry after each Bulls football game and score a free small Frosty when they win. Valid for 24 hours after any game day at participating Tampa area Wendy's locations. No purchase necessary.
He has now set a USF single game rushing record. Touchdown USF! Blake Barnett on a keeper. And they will run on first down and splitting the seam and going all the way down the field for a huge gain. Throws long, and this is picked off by Mike Hampton. Bulls defense digging in. A foot race to the end zone, and nobody is gonna get him.
Bull Strong Inside USF Football is presented by Wendy's. When the Bulls win, you win at Wendy's. And by Coca-Cola. Hooters. Tampa General Hospital. USF Health.
Here we go. Group 3, you're down. Here we go.
I've always said about Coach Strong, the number one thing that sticks out with him is just his passion for the game, but really his passion for seeing young men develop. That's kind of what separates him from a lot of other coaches is just the overall development of young men. Great fathers, great husbands, great men in the community.
1, 2. Bulls. Bull. Hey, all right.
Here is very simple. Our mission is very simple. You know, I can't make many promises. When I talk about recruiting the parents, I can't make many. But one thing I can say to them is that their son will get a degree from here. He's gonna go to class, he's gonna go to tutoring, he's gonna go to study hall, he's gonna do all those things for him to be successful. And a lot of times they don't come in here knowing what they wanna major in, but with the way our academic office facility is set up, they present, you know, many options for our young men and to just show them, you know, what's their interest. And once they gauge their interest, then they can tell them what route they need to take. Life is about relationships. When you talk about just connections, you know, we have a program here, we have the Selman program where when a young man does get into his senior year, he's made enough connections with people where he knowing he's gonna get his degree, you setting up your future and you building towards your future. And that's what we want to see happen is that they come here, they have a great college experience, they have a chance to play a lot of football, they have a chance to win a lot of games, and we want to win championships, which we haven't done. They get a degree from here, and then they're able to move on, and they start building their life, and they start building their family. But they're going to have some success because they're going to walk out of here with a degree in their hand.
Well, obviously you've always heard the term speed kills, and it does. It stretches the field on offense and creates more one-on-one situations. On defense, it shrinks the field so you have less one-on-one situations. There's two types of speed. There's people who are quick and there's people who are fast. And Florida produces both types. And so we have a team full of Florida guys and we're a pretty fast football team.
Speed for my game, I try to slow everything down so it'd be easier. I don't try to go too fast because then I'll have to think a lot, and I just slow the game down and just play my game.
I think speed is extremely important because, simply put, the faster you get there, the less yards they'll get. You got a lot of good players in this conference that can run. So just having to stick with those guys, it's very important, not only from the front end, but to the back end.
You definitely need speed. Just coming downhill, you can't come downhill slow. You gotta come downhill fast so you can have a lot of contact so you can make that tackle. For DB, you need that make-up speed. You get beat on a fly ball, you gotta be able to make that up, try to defend it.
Speed is probably the #1 factor in football, period, just because the game is so wide open now with the spread offenses, and everyone is trying to put speed on the field.
Speed, I'm not the fastest guy. I'll be honest with you, I'm not the fastest guy, but growing up in Florida, it's just everything is speed. I don't even think we realize it sometimes when different states come to play us, or different schools that have recruited different states, such as Alabama maybe, or any other state. They're like, dang, you guys are fast. Don't even realize it sometimes, but yeah, that's a big part of our team.
Well, the old saying is speed, you either got it or you're chasing it. And, fortunately for us, being in Florida, probably the fastest state in the union, we've got a lot of it. For us, it's a blessing to be able to go out and know that you're going to be able to match up person per person, speed-wise, with pretty much anybody in the country.
He has now set a USF single game rushing record. Touchdown, USF! Blake Barnett on a keeper. And they will run on first down and splitting the seam and going all the way down the field for a huge gain. Throws long, and this is picked off by Mike Hampton. Bulls defense digging in. A foot race to the end zone, and nobody is gonna get him.
What makes a guy a dog? Being brave, having pride. Take pride in what you do. This type of mindset that nobody's gonna stop me. No matter who line up in front of me, taking up the challenges. And when you out there on the field, you have no mind. You just 100%. Being a dog mean you out there. You know everything, you thinking right, but you reacting faster.
Bull Strong. Inside USF Football is brought to you by Wendy's. South Florida made their first road trip of the 2019 season to take on Georgia Tech. It was the first time in team history that they had played in Atlanta, and just the second time they had played in the state of Georgia. For 6 Bulls, it was a return to their home state. 9 true freshmen also were part of the traveling party to historic Bobby Dodd Stadium, where they've been playing football for over 100 years.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
While the venue was different, one thing was familiar. The Bulls playing Power 5 non-conference teams. They had won 7 of their last 9 of these meetings, including a dramatic come-from-behind win over Georgia Tech just last season.
Let's go, baby.
While many college programs schedule early season mismatches, South Florida has shown a willingness to play anyone, anywhere. Over the next 10 years, Charlie Strong's team has scheduled 17 non-conference games against Power 5 opponents. As usual, the Bulls had plenty of backing from the green and gold faithful. Those who made the trip up I-75 were treated to a strong defensive start. A year ago, these teams piled up points against each other. This time, they were piling up hits.
Darius Slade tackles Lucas Johnson behind the line. So the Bulls defense post a 3-and-out.
The Bulls came into the game ranked 8th nationally in tackles for loss, and they would add 13 more against the Yellow Jackets.
This is 51 yards. The kick by King is no good.
2 good series by the defense to start, and now it was time for the Bulls offense to get in gear.
Barnett 4 of his first 5. Needs 4 here. Pressure coming, crossing route, catch made. St. Felix, who we talked about at the top. First down and more. To the 17 goes Randall St. Felix on his first catch.
Get a big conversion for the Bulls.
And Kobe Weiss turned that into his own conversion. He was perfect last year from 30 yards and in.
And this one from 28 is good. South Florida scores first. 3:40 to go, first period in Atlanta. The Bulls in front.
The second quarter started the same way, with the Bulls in control defensively.
And boy, Mason had nothing there. In fact, lost a yard, maybe two. They handed to Jordan Mason. Touchdown for Georgia Tech.
Tech would get into the end zone twice in the second quarter, building a 14-3 halftime lead, but the Bulls were confident they could come back on this team as they did just a season ago.
Here's Oliver, rolling and looking for Tyler Davis, I believe.
On the next series, the Bulls took full advantage of the field position.
Johnson stays in, deflected, intercepted. KJ Sales at the 25. So the turnover by Lucas Johnson, and South Florida set up in plus field territory on Georgia Tech's first giveaway.
Special teams contributed to the turnover as Trent Schneider had a great day punting. He pinned Tech in deep and the defense took advantage. And the offense completed the hat trick with freshman Jordan McLeod in at quarterback.
McLeod stays in the game as the quarterback. Back across the middle, it's caught. Johnny Ford, touchdown.
The coaches told us that they've got man beaters for Johnny Ford, and this time they get it. He get enough protection. Johnny Ford makes a move against Tariq Carpenter.
Ford's second career touchdown set up the defense for a second straight takeaway.
Johnson, and the catch is made. Dylan Devaney, ball pop loose. Bulls recover.
Part of the game plan was to get the ball into the hands of Mackey Award candidate Mitchell Wilcox. And when they did, it was looking like last year's fourth quarter comeback all over again.
Roberts the hit, Slade the recovery, McLeod back to work, wide open Wilcox. He'll cut back at the 20. Wilcox at the 10, and down at the 1. Mitchell Wilcox, the tight end, a huge play of 54 yards.
With 76 catches, Wilcox now holds the South Florida tight end record.
Brockright. Did he fumble the ball? He did!
This time the comeback falls short. But the Bulls held Georgia Tech to the same point total and less yardage than defending national champion Clemson did a week earlier. Some young players got valuable playing time on the road. With a little cleanup on penalties and turnovers, the future is bright for these Bulls.
When you talk about toughness, first you have to define it. And for us, it is giving a great effort when your mind and your body are tapped out. So when you practice that day in, day out with a great coaching staff, it really makes Saturday the easiest day of the week.
Obviously, in football, everybody's going to talk about the physical aspect of it. I think if you're a football player, 9 times out of 10, you have some physical toughness. But I think what separates the great players and the great teams are the mental toughness.
So the biggest thing is mental toughness. You know how tough a guy is when times get bad and he's in an uncomfortable situation, how mentally tough that young man is.
We all have a point where we'll break. And so with PMO and our strength program, we do a great job of pushing that point back until your opponent can't find it. That's what we're all about. So the tougher you are, the less in shape you have to be. If you're not very tough, you better be in great shape so that your opponent can't find that point where you'll break.
Hey, I do this, man! I do this!
Our guys, we hold them to a high standard. We clearly define those standards and make sure that they execute on and off the field, in the classroom, in the weight room, in the locker room, and in the community.
Have to be tough on defense. You gotta take hits, repetitive hits. You gotta be mentally strong too, not just physically, but you be mentally strong to be able to. If a situation happens, you have a short-term memory. Like, you may have messed up a play. You gotta let it go. In a game, let it go.
People get hurt, nicks and bruises, but we just usually push through. Even during the off season, if you get a nick and bruise, you just handle it in the training room and you still come out to practice.
Toughness, you just gotta be I said, you gotta be quick to forget. That's the only thing you gotta be, that's the only toughness you gotta be. And you gotta be able to come down and hit somebody, not be scared. You can't be going for the ankles, arm tackling. You just gotta be tough.
I think it's more just pushing each other each and every day. Not letting people settle.
Back like the Heat.
Honestly, it just comes from the players, honestly, just that I refuse to let you quit on me. That's the kind of mentality we try to put into each other.
Johnson stays in, deflected, intercepted. KJ Sales at the 25. So the turnover by Lucas Johnson, and South Florida set up in plus field territory on Georgia Tech's first giveaway.
It was electric. We had some fans here. We went straight to them, and the atmosphere was electric. We had to pack our defense on the road, as what Coach Strong said, and Casey made a great play by him. We've seen some great things. We showed some great things out there. Offense bouncing back in the second half. Young guys stepping up all over the board. New faces coming together. Picking with gasoline here. It's not a loss, it's a lesson. We're coming together. So I'm just so proud of my team, so proud of my coaches. It was a great game all around by everybody. We don't draw on the past, but every day we fight to prove ourselves because we deserve respect. We're going to prove that every time we go out there on the field. Hope you've seen that today.
He has now set a USF single game rushing record. Touchdown USF! Blake Barnett on a keeper. And they will run on first down and splitting the seam and going all the way down the field for a huge gain. Throws long, and this is picked off by Mike Hampton. Bulls defense digging in. A foot race to the end zone, and nobody is gonna get him.
Coach Strong, he's a good dude. He recruits good guys, good players, and he's doing big things for this program. It's a big name coming to our school.
He's an old-time dude, but he's real down-to-earth. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a walk-on or if you're a scholarship or if you're the star QB, he's gonna treat you the same.
He's a really nice guy, but, you know, he's also strict.
And you don't want to battle through anything. You won't ever get better until you battle through it. That's how you can become a better team.
He wants perfection. He knows that we all can be better than what we are right now, and he loves to push us. That's why he brought in the coaching staff that he has right now. That's why he has the coaching staff in place to help us all get better and not just become better football players, but he always talks about becoming a better man, and he's just preparing us not just for football, but for life.
He's a character. I know when it comes down to business, he's very, very about his business, ready to get the work in and just grind, you know? I think that's his mindset.
Big teddy bear. He's a big teddy bear. Behind closed doors, he'll be all lovey-dovey, but, you know, out there on the field, you'll see a different side of him. He like young players out there on the field, but behind doors, he's a loving dude.
Coach Strong bonds with the players in many different ways, but I like when he comes around during stretch and just checks in on everyone, see if they're good, see if they need anything, and talking a little smack to whoever he wants to light a fire under.
No, tell this, bro. Where you from? Where that county?
You just see he pops up out of nowhere, honestly. So, but when he does pop up, he should make sure his presence is known.
Y'all always tell us life battles. You know, no matter what you face, you gotta face it. You can't run from it. If you keep running from your problems, then they ain't gonna do nothing but hunt you.
Let's go, let's go!
He loves the game, and he loves watching guys develop, and he loves being a part of, you know, a team. And I think that every day he just wants to come in and push himself that much harder and push everyone else as well.
Bull Strong. Inside USF Football is brought to you by USF Health.
Now, I tell our guys that anytime you go on the road, you don't ever leave the game in the hands of the officials.
Dominate!
Yeah, I thought we had a lot of momentum going, and it does kind of sting a little bit more when it's right at our fingertips, literally.
Wide open Wilcox. He'll cut back at the 20. Wilcox at the 10 and down at the 1.
But we had an opportunity to have the ball first and goal on the 1. We get a procedure call, the ball's moved back now. We try to go up and over the top, and another call there, and we don't get the call, so then they create a fumble.
Did he get the ball over the goal line before he fumbled it? From this angle, you couldn't really tell. Reaches it out.
Jordan did a great job coming in and providing a spark for us, and that was good to see.
McLeod stays in the game as the quarterback.
And we were just able to, to move the football. We were able to move the ball, we just weren't able to score points.
And we just got to keep working, keep practicing. Our opportunities are going to get better and better. We got a lot of potential on offense.
We need to get something going on offense, and we came out with Jacquez early and let him run the ball a few times.
And it looks like Wildcat here to open half 2. Evans around the corner and then shoved into the Georgia Tech bench.
And then we came back with Jordan there, and late in the third, and then the beginning of the fourth quarter.
It's great the way he stepped up. We're all proud to see a new guy step up. Any new face, any person coming and bringing the team along, anyone that's bringing the team along forward, we're down for them. Last year, I was in Notre Dame, I was praying for a chance to fight with my teammates and be on the field. I knew I could do it. And this school is nothing but give me opportunity to come out here and fight, and I'm gonna do that every day. I'm gonna bring guys along with me, and I just appreciate the moment. I appreciate the team. I appreciate everybody.
Defense played really well today. We just got to keep practicing and keep getting better on offense.
Cooking with gasoline here. We have young guys coming together. The more we gel, the better we are. So we have players, we have coaches. It's coming together. It's coming along, I promise you.
Bull Strong Inside USF Football is presented by Wendy's. When the Bulls win, you win at Wendy's. And by Coca-Cola. Hooters. Tampa General Hospital. USF Health.
Here we go. Group 3, you're down. Here we go.